Much has been said about Death, at least on this channel. Death, the proud brother who comes without warning, the ultimate conqueror, the emperor of worms, the ultimate equalizer. These are only few of his many monikers. For most of our lives, we, humans, try our best to avoid him. But now it is time to face him. More precisely, it is time to learn 7 lesser-known facts about him. So, without further ado, let us dive in and learn about Death. Number 1. He was an avid violin player. This fact may not be so obscure to my regular viewers. Earlier, I have uploaded a series of rather successful videos about his career as a violin player. But so successful was the man as a violinist that there are many facts left untold. For example, Death was one of the only 2 known people, the other being a certain Johnny from Georgia, who defeated the devil in a violin playing contest and won a golden fiddle. It is worth noting that the famous Niccolo Paganini tried his hand at the devil's challenge and lost. The devil gave him a golden casino chip, apparently as a sort of consolation prize, which Paganini took as a sign he should start his own casino. Of course, as we all know, this ill-advised venture caused Paganini to die a bankrupt, morose man. A favorite trick of Death was fixing his violin so that 1 or 2 of the strings would break in the middle of a piece. He would then skillfully seek another position to play the piece. He was known for his vivid expression and his highly technical repertoire, as well as extreme displays of showmanship as alluded to in the above. Number 2. He was an Olympic javelin throwing champion. Death was also an avid javelinist who competed professionally on many occasions and has won many a prize. He famously competed in the Olympics of 1349, where he won bronze, losing only to Longinus and St. George. Number 3. He was an avid collector of rare guitars. Death was also famous for his extensive collection of expensive guitars. Pictured, you can see him with a Fender that previously belonged to the famous Yngwie J. Malmsteen with its scalloped fretboard and Donald Duck sticker. In an interview with Young Guitar magazine, he famously claimed to have owned 347 Fenders, 145 Gibsons, 22 PRSs, and just about every model ESP has ever produced. Recently, he has been endorsing mayonnaise, touring with a guitar the Polish prodigies have handcrafted for him. Number 4. He was a pickup artist and social dynamics instructor. Death was also known as something of a Don Juan. He bragged about the frequency with which he had sexual intercourse with young maidens of all social status and backgrounds. In art, he is frequently pictured in the act of wooing young ladies. He later moved to Vegas, where he briefly found employment as a social dynamics instructor, teaching young men how to repeat his infamous exploits. Number 5. He was a chain smoker. Death was also, unfortunately, a well-known chain smoker, professing to having smoked up to 6 packs a day at one point. He was famously the subject of a portrait by Van Gogh depicting him with his signature king-size Egyptian tobacco cigarettes. He also briefly endorsed his own brand of cigarettes produced and packed in the United Kingdom. Number 6. He had a drinking problem. I have already briefly covered this aspect of the Grim Reaper's life in a video dealing with his arrest on drink driving charges, but it is worth repeating here. When approached by those aiming for an intervention, however, his attitude was always one of dismissal. "It's not like I'm going to die of cirrhosis, you know," he would exclaim. Number 7. He was an avid sportsman. Death was also known for leading a very active life despite all the aforementioned vices. Apart from being a world-renowned javelinist, he was also a very active boater, as pictured here paddling along River Thames. He also used to be a very active rider until an unfortunate accident where he fractured a vertebrae falling from his horse. He was also famously a good dancer. One only has to take a cursory glance through medieval art to find depictions of him dancing to his little heart's content. Apart from those, he was also an archer, a golfer, and a chess player. Well, thank you for watching this video until the end. I really hope you enjoyed it. As your reward for sticking around this far, I would like to leave you with an actual well-known fact about death. Death is the leading cause of mortality in the UK, Germany, and Trinidad and Tobago. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you later.